Okay, so today I want to ask you something. Why are you learning English? Maria, why? That's the question. Like,
Why? Because for me, it's very important for my job because after the COVID pandemic, my customer is often usual make a meeting with international people, and my reference often speaking in English, and the first for this way for this, but also for traveling, for
for
example.
life, actually. Yeah. Are you enjoying studying English? Do you
Yeah,
like English?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
you do.
like.
Okay.
It's more difficult for me, but I like and enjoy learning English.
Okay. So, Anna, and you? Why are you studying English? Don't know. Don't know.
Because I retire now, so I worked many years in the travel agency. So I have no, I had many problems to speak English, and now
You haven't.
now I try to learn more because I have time. And so I prefer learn better.
Better. And you, Claudia? You're silent, Claudia. So if you can put your mic. Yeah, fantastic.
Because my level English is very low.
That's what you say. Okay. And you want to improve. Because I think because your daughters, they will speak better than you. They know more English
Exactly.
at the moment. And you, Matka, why do you want to improve your English?
First of all, it's a passion from ever. Since I was 15, I was very young. It's a passion, first of all. But I really need it at work because I'm working in a hotel. So there are many tourists. And also I should learn also some French and other languages. But English is it's really the first language for everybody. And I think I would like to, to use it for a new job. I don't know. We will see. We will see.
Another question. How many languages do you speak?
Well, I know a little bit of French because I used to go to a school, a touristic school, and there was the French. The second language was the French, and I loved also French language. So the French is okay, not like English, but okay. Then I have my mother tongue language. It's Sloveno, but it's not so useful. I mean, around the world,
It is.
Yeah.
I will show you that it is useful. It
is
useful.
Anyway. It is anyway. And I would like to learn some Spanish
and
too.
Italian. Don't forget Italian.
Yes, of course. I'm not Italian, so so Italian is another language, right? You're right. Yeah.
You got English, you got French, you got Sloven, you got Italian, and we are
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I'm asking the same to Elena. Elena, how many languages do you speak?
Oh, I speak German very well. It's I'm 55 now, and more the more als at the half of my life I learned German. I speak German. My second language. I speak Spanish very well too, and Portuguese. I
Wow.
studied Portuguese and German at the university. I'm German teacher, of course. And French,
Chiara Gian Maria. We are German teachers. Don't be scared.
my son said to
He's very
me, you are a bad mother, you are a teacher and you are German teacher.
Yeah. So you see, in this class, I mean, we are just 6 people and 3 of us are bilingual, completely bilingual. I don't know about Claudia. Anna, I know because I know Anna very well, and she can speak a bit of Milanese as well, but not so well. I don't know about Gian Maria, if you do speak other languages.
No, I'm speak all Italian language.
Only Italian, and Claudia as well, I don't know. But as far as I remember, more or less, you were learning languages at school. Is that right, Claudia?
Yes.
Yes, okay, because you're muted. If you're not in a park where there's a lot of
I'm in a
noises, so don't
camping.
worry. You're in a camper.
A camping, yes.
Wow, fantastic, beautiful. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. Okay.
It's my wish.
Yeah, it was a
But van, not camper.
van,
A van.
just to sleep on a van,
Yeah.
and to travel, because otherwise. Okay, so today I'd like to discuss with you about advantages of being bilingual, not about English. I mean, just bilingual and languages in general. Okay. So here there are some countries around the world, and I'd like you to try to find out the official languages that are spoken in each countries. So we try to do it as a group work, because we can help each other and say some of them, you see, they speak more than one language, like in Switzerland, China, and Tanzania. And so let's see if you know which languages are they actually speaking. What about the Netherlands? Do you know which is the language they do speak?
English.
No, English is not
No.
their native language. I mean, of course, in the Netherlands, a lot of people, almost everybody, speaks good English, but they learn at school.
Dutch.
Dutch, that's the word. The word is Dutch. Yeah, Dutch. Very good. And what about Switzerland for languages?
Italian, French,
German,
German,
Latin,
Italian,
Italian,
Ladino,
Yes, English. English, of
Ladino
course.
is Romansh in English.
Romansh,
Romansh.
Romansh,
Romansh is the Ladino. Yeah.
Romansh.
Yeah, Romansh in English is Romansh. Then you got in China, we got two languages.
Chinese.
Chinese,
No, because
No?
Chinese is
Man-
not one language. It doesn't exist, the Chinese languages, because there are two different Chinese languages. They are called
Mandarin, no.
Mandarin
Mandarin and
and Cantonese. The
Cantonese.
southern,
Cantonese.
yeah, Cantonese.
Cantonese,
Then you got Tanzania,
Swahili
Swahili.
Swahili,
and French.
No, English.
English,
Yeah. They've been under English colony. They've been, the Tanzania was a colony for many years. So English. In Iran, what do they speak? Two languages, or, I mean, no, it's just one language that has got two different names.
Persisch,
Persian, that is also called Farsi. Persian and Farsi, and Iceland. Easy. Just the Dutch.
English,
No.
no,
Island,
Icelandic.
Iceland,
Icelandic. Yeah. Brazil,
Portuguese,
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 and Thailand.
Thai.
Thai.
Thai,
Yeah. So, do you know any of these languages? Actually, I know that Elena is speaking Portuguese. Any other that knows some other languages? Like, I don't know, okay, German also,
Yeah.
Elena. Some Swahili? Do you know some Swahili?
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata anch'io.
Pole pole.
Chicken piri piri,
Mm.
I had some.
Tattoo, number 3, tattoo.
Oh yeah. And you know some Dutch
No,
or Dutch? No, I think they are too. Which one would you be most likely to learn of these?
I would like most to learn Farsi
See, why?
because I think it's a very old language and culture, and yes,
Yeah, definitely.
this one made Farsi.
So you mean the study language means also to know deeper a culture?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I do agree. And this is Gian Maria. Which language do you think would be the hardest to learn amongst these?
But for me is Cantonese.
Cantonese. Yeah,
Cantonese.
probably Cantonese. Not Mandarin. Mandarin is easy.
No, Cantonese and Mandarin. I don't
No,
remember
I'm joking.
Mandarin. I remember Cantonese like a rice and
Yeah, I think that everything it could be very difficult for us that because the system is different. And which, Metka, which would you think would be the easiest of the one you don't know?
The easiest. Probably Dutch for me. I mean, for me,
You
Dutch
think
language.
Dutch?
maybe
Ah.
for me,
It could be, yes,
Could
because
be.
following your skills, it could be Dutch.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
pronunciation must be very difficult in Dutch. I don't know, that's what I think, with all this inspire
Yes.
that you have to, I think
Yes.
it's quite difficult. And Anna, which do you think would be the most useful to learn of all this?
Mm. About this, but now it's most useful Mandarin or
Mandarin, probably Mandarin.
yes,
Because
or
any
Cantonese, non so.
Cantonese,
Or Cantonese.
I don't know even what kind of difference could be.
I don't know the difference.
Yeah, I don't know the difference either. But I think so. I'd like to see some definition. So here we have some sentences, and then we have some phrases in bold. You see, like this, etc. Let's try to match these sentences with the correct definition. Okay. Anna, let's start, please.
Teenagers use a lot of slang that I don't understand.
So the definition of slang. Of course, first time.
I think very informal words and expression used by a group of people.
Yes, G is the definition of slang. Very informal words and expression used by a group of people, usually a particular group of people. That's the slang. That is not dialect, because dialect is connected with a territory, okay? While the slang is not necessarily connected. Jo Maria, 2.
It took me 4 years to master Spanish.
Master.
Master.
Master as a verb. To master something.
Sorry, the last letter is number different words. A large number of different. I don't know.
It's a verb. So you know the word master, usually when you are studying at university and when you got your, you finished university, after you can go and get a master, we call in Italian, taking the word from English, but using it in a different way. That is a noun. Now it's the same, but it's a verb. So what you do when you are getting
learn sometimes very well.
Yes, it is correct. A, learn something very well is master something. When you are, of course, you can be a master, you can get a master, and you can master some skill. Very good, yeah. Matka, number 3.
Number 3, it's easy to pick up. To pick up, let's see.
Of course, here is referred to languages, but
Yes.
not just.
Pick up.
I like, Helena, that you're asking yourself and answering.
Which definition do you think?
Okay. Maybe could be.
Which one, darling?
Learn by listening and practicing.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Matka,
okay,
perfect. Is C.
Okay.
Yes, learn by listening and practicing. We can use the pick up that, as you know, in English, pick up has many meanings.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
come and pick you up at 7 o'clock, be ready. Or something is falling on the floor, I'm picking it up. Okay, but even to pick up a language that is different from studying. 4, Elena.
Okay, number 4 is it has a rich vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
A large number of different words and expressions.
So that's a large vocabulary, rich vocabulary, a rich vocabulary. Claudia, number 5.
My fluency in English has improved a lot this year.
Yes. Fluency. What is the fluency? It's a word that we cannot translate in Italian, actually. It's very much used in English.
The ability to speak a language easily and well.
Very good, excellent. So this is called the fluency. So we don't have a proper translation in Italian because sometimes we use a similar word that is not existed, I think, in Italian, that is say fluente. But fluente is something referred to liquid in Italian. So I don't think it's just because it doesn't exist in Italian, but this is according, and it's just according to languages. Okay, Anna back. 6.
Learning all the tenses can be challenging. Challenging. Allora, difficult but interesting. Strange and very different. Difficult to understand. Difficult but interesting.
Difficult but interesting is challenging. Which other, can you make me another example? That's something that was, or it is still challenging for you, Anna? Or you're a master. You're mastering everything.
For me, also learning English in general
it is still challenging.
Can be challenging.
No, I don't think so. Maria, 7.
It's completely alien to me.
Completely alien. So you see, we got here the stress. You see, pick up, master, vocabulary, fluency, challenging, alien.
Difficult to understand.
No, because alien is not just difficult to understand.
It's strange. Strange and very different.
Strange and very difficult. Something that is alien to you It's not just something that you don't understand. It's completely out of your reality. An alien, of course, is a person that is coming from another planet, another solar system, not the system. So something that is, when you say difficult, is difficult. Alien is completely, you know, is even more difficult than difficult. So when you say alien, is something that you can use, like say, in Italian we say per me arabo. In as probably Arabic is not difficult for British people, I don't know, they say alien to me. And Metka, 8.
Yes, 8. The grammar is very complicated and okay, and this is difficult to
In
understand.
this case, yes, difficult to understand. So complicated, it means that you can do with an effort, but sometimes. So let's see the various language. Elena, what language do you think is very complicated and why?
The languages that which I speak, or the
No,
language?
any language, even something that you
languages.
were maybe
Yeah.
try on just listening to, and you say, oh, the God, that is very complicated for me.
The language is very complicated. Is the Arabic language. I think this language has only 3 vocal sounds.
Yeah,
Vocal
vowel.
I think
sounds.
it's complicated for Italian speaker. We are for us, vocals are very important, and this language, Arabic, has not so vocal sound. Only 3, I think. Only 3.
I don't know. I think that I like the sound, but I don't really know anything about the language. Claudia, what part of learning English is most challenging for you? I mean, grammar, conversation, listening. What part?
For me, is difficult conversation and listen.
So listening and speaking together.
Mm-hmm.
That's the result of our school, Italian school system, because in Italy, usually when they teach languages, and Elena can witness it. I mean, I'm referring about English, of course. They do a lot of reading and writing, but just a little speaking and listening. Is that true? Yes, it's still true. Unfortunately, I know, because I see my teenager students, when they come, they are very good at reading and writing, but when they start to speak or to listen to real English, they get lost, actually. Yeah. Gian Maria, do you prefer pick up new languages from music, TV and TV movies, or do you prefer to study the grammar and vocabulary in a textbook?
Well, I try always.
Always good. That's
music,
that's
TV, and music, movies, but I prefer when watch movies.
Watch
TV.
movies. Yeah.
On series.
What you can do to improve your fluency in English?
Okay.
You, Metka.
Me,
Yes?
okay. Well, Any kind, every way. I mean, I read a lot, I listen, I study, every kind of things. I listen to some music. Maybe what I'm missing is watching movies on TV. Yes, that's what I'm missing really.
And that's a fantastic exercise. believe
Probably,
me.
but I haven't got time to stay. Yes.
The passion to stay there and
Yeah.
watching.
But
Yeah.
you know, if I have to stop my body to listen, I prefer something that it's moving, you know.
Something that
I
you
need
can.
to move, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Some
like to
music.
stop.
You can
Yeah.
dance while you're listening some music.
Yes.
Yeah. We last lesson of the B2 course that we had this year, last week. No, was still this week because it was on a Monday or the day. Yes, was on a Monday, I think. No, previous Monday. We made all together a fantastic exercise. Anna was there. That was with an app that is called Lyric Training. I don't know if you never ever use it. And it's a very nice app that is allowing you to sing your favorite song and learning a lot of English. We will discuss it when we will speak about music. Not today.
Not today.
Okay, not today. Elena, what languages have you mastered already? You already told us. And so you got perfect German, Portuguese, and Spanish. But how long do you think it will take you to master English?
How long? I think it will take about 10 years. I think.
No, no, come on. Oh, no.
The master it means learning something very well. Very well is the difference.
Yeah, very well. Okay, master. Yeah, okay. So instead, if I change the word master and I say, how long do you think it will take you to get a very good English?
A very good is 10 years. I speak and to understand and to today is very strong for me to speak, but I've got more 3 years. In 3 years, I learned.
I think 2 they're enough. I think 2 they're enough.
And then 3 years more, and I think okay.
Master.
Okay, to say okay, I can 70% or 60% understand and can speak. Yes.
Enough. Yes. Okay. Of course, it also depends on the kind of experiences you're going to have. Because, for example, if you do like Rita, our friend, that now she's in Ireland, in Dublin, studying English or with Martina, that now is in Malta, and she made fantastic progress. So, of course, it depends. Now we are going to listen together to a conversation, and we have to, no, I don't tell you. I just let you listen without giving any hint. I'm very bad today. So I let you listen this short conversation with Sarah and Nico. And listen to them. They are talking about learning languages, of course. And their accent, be careful because it's not English. That means it's easier for you.
Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm just on my way home from French class.
How are your classes going?
Great. My teacher says that I've come a long way. In the beginning, I could hardly say a word, but now my fluency is pretty good.
That's great. You must be studying very hard.
I am. I've been taking classes for almost a year, and I try to practice as much as possible. I'll be ordering café au lait in Paris in no time.
I wish English was easier to pick up. I understand a lot and can get by in conversations, but the grammar is very complicated and it is hard for me to understand slang.
Yeah, the grammar is definitely hard to master. And English also has a really rich vocabulary, which can be challenging for learners. Actually, I'm lucky that a lot of English vocabulary comes from French, so the language doesn't sound completely alien to me.
Really? Can you give me an example?
Yeah, there are lots. Beef in French is boeuf, and a table is une table.
Wow, the pronunciation is not that different.
Nope. So don't feel badly that you still have more to learn. And you can always ask me for help.
Thanks. I did need some help with a few words. How do you say that someone is fat, but in a more polite way?
You would say overweight.
Okay. And what's the opposite of overweight? What do you call someone who is skinny?
You can say slim. That's another way of saying skinny, but it's nicer.
Thanks. I better write those down.
Okay. So these two people, I wasn't really saying the truth, saying that they are not English, because one is English, one is not. But they are talking about study various languages. So let's see if we can understand, if we have understood one of these questions. Otherwise, we are going to listen to it again. So, what language is Sarah learning? Jo Maria? French. How long has she been studying?
How long?
Do you remember? Now, you're muted, Elena.
I think 1 year. 1 year.
Almost 1 year.
Almost
1 year. And what do you think in English are hard for Nico?
Grammar.
Yes.
Slang.
Brava, Claudia. Grammar and slang. Very good. And why does Nico not want to say fat? And he's looking for another word. Do you remember? Because Nico is asking Sarah, if there's another word to say fat, why?
Small, no.
No, it's
The
not
opposite, the opposite.
And she's replying that the word is overweight. But
Yeah,
why? But why does he want to have this word? For example, if you meet somebody that is overweight, you try not to say that. If you want to describe and you say, for example, I met Paula. Paula is overweight. You don't say Paula is fat. Why you don't say that? Because Paula is fat. But anyway, you don't say it. Why?
Offensivo.
Brava. It's not polite.
Polite.
It is not polite. So there are other words that we use to express things that when we think they are not polite, some words. Of course, if you're a foreigner, you can make mistakes because you don't know.
Tipo falso magro.
Un po' no, un po' sovrappeso, dici, no? It's overweight. And what does Sarah say? It's the opposite of overweight.
Slim.
Slim. That is the polite word. But the other word that isn't polite, do you remember it? That is the word that I say to my husband. Because I'm not polite with him, of course. It's my husband.
No.
Kidney. Kidney.
Skinny.
When you say kidney,
Skinny.
it's secco.
It's secco.
It's secco. Skinny. When you say skinny. In Spanish, la flaca. Skinny, overweight. Now let's get into this always the same conversation. We have the first part of the script and we try to fill in the gap. So this is the script of the first part of the conversation that we had. Of course, we have all the word here, but let's try to fill in the part that are not written down, trying to remember. If we don't, we go up and we look for the proper word. Okay. Gian Maria Nico, of course, the only man that we got. And Matka could be Sarah. Okay. Let's start reading.
I'm missing the words upstairs. My scarf doesn't take the...
No, I covered them. I covered them.
Ah, you covered them.
Yes.
Oh. So how can we do now with that?
No, I let you try to guess. If you are not, I'm going down and I show you the words. Okay, don't worry.
We can try to put something else similar, maybe.
Much better, even much better, because it's important that you understand the meaning and you try to do your best to change even with other words, because if you remember what they say. Okay. But of course, you are reading, you and Gian Maria, but everybody else is invited to speak and find out the words.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, okay.
So unmute yourself if you want.
Okay. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm just on my way home from French class. How
How are your classes going?
Great. My teacher says that I've come a long way. In the beginning, I could hardly say a word, but now I'm but now my French is pretty good.
Okay, of course, French couldn't be.
But my
fluency, yes,
Fluency.
Anna. Fluency.
Fluency.
Be careful with the accent.
Fluency.
Fluency is pretty good.
Okay. My memory isn't very good. Okay.
Mine as well. Don't worry. It's just because I got everything written down. Okay.
That's great. You must be studying very hard.
I am. I've been taking classes for almost a year, and I try to practice as much as possible. I'll be ordering café au lait in Paris in no time.
Café au lait.
Café au lait.
Café au lait.
Okay.
Café au lait.
Café au lait.
I wish English was easier.
Easier? Do you remember?
Alien?
No.
No.
Is it?
Easier? It's a verb. It's a
To
verb
learn.
and the infinitive. Easier to learn, that's okay, but it's not. I mean, the meaning is that one. Was easier to learn, but...
Master.
No, not master. Less. pick
To-
up.
To pick up.
To pick up.
It's
Pick
always
up.
the same. They're always the same. More. There are some more. Okay. Easier to pick up.
I wish English was easy to pick up. I
Yes.
understand a lot and can be in conversation, but
Get
the grammar
by
in conversation, but the grammar is very alien. No, alien.
No, it's not very alien because you've got
Complicated.
Complicated.
Yes, it's very complicated.
And it is hard for me to understand.
To understand.
To understand.
Not proper language.
Slang.
Slang.
To understand
Slang.
slang. Very good.
È vero, l'ho detto prima.
Yeah. Go on, Sarah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, the grammar is definitely hard to understand.
To master, I would say. Because, yeah.
And English also has a really
many words.
And English also has a really many words, you say?
Yeah, the same meaning, like
Ah.
many words.
And English also has a lot of words.
No, because we got really?
Lots of words.
Yes.
Lots of
rich,
words.
Rich.
Which can be
vocabulary. Rich vocabulary.
Rich vocabulary.
Rich vocabulary. Which can be.
Which can be.
For learners.
I don't remember the words. Which can be. Blah 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 blah. Complicated.
Challenging.
No.
Challenging, because we already use
way.
complicated. It's not just,
A long way.
Challenging.
Okay.
Challenging. It's okay. Challenging can be challenging for learners.
For learners.
And then.
And it is hard. No, where were we?
No, here. Actually.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, because I have the little. I'm on the mobile.
Oh yeah, you're on the
so
mobile.
I have to move. I have to
move it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a job.
Actually, I'm lucky that a lot of English vocabulary comes from French, so the language doesn't sound completely
to me.
Alien.
Yes,
alien to me.
Very good, bravi. Ok, possiamo fare adesso che abbiamo finito questo paragrafo a little stop, 5 minuti di pausa. You can stand up, have a tour around, go out, smoke a cigarette, anything you need. Okay, I see you in a bit.
Okay.
Matka, if you want to remain, okay, doesn't matter. If you want to talk and remain, and because I'm putting everything in pause. Okay, so I think that you, the majority of you, I think that you know TED Talking. TED Talkings with Gian Maria, I know because we discuss it together, and we even with somebody else of you here. Ted, I'm gonna give you anyway the link where you can go into deeper any subject could be dealt. And here we are going to see a short video about the bilingual brain. So what do they actually say? They say which are the advantages of being bilingual. That is not referred to English, it's just to any language. So I'm going to show it. Do you see the video? Ted?
Yeah,
Ted?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I see.
Just tell me if there are any problem like you don't hear it, but otherwise I let it go.
Hablas español? Parlez-vous français? 你会说中文吗? If you answered sí, oui, or 会, and you're watching this in English, chances are you belong to the world's bilingual and multilingual majority. And besides having an easier time traveling or watching movies without subtitles, knowing 2 or more languages means that your brain may actually look and work differently than those of your monolingual friends. So, what does it really mean to know a language? Language ability is typically measured in 2 active parts, speaking and writing, and 2 passive parts, listening and reading. While a balanced bilingual has near equal abilities across the board in 2 languages, most bilinguals around the world know and use their languages in varying proportions. And depending on their situation and how they acquired each language, they can be classified into 3 general types. For example, let's take Gabriella, whose family immigrates to the US from Peru when she's 2 years old. As a compound bilingual, Gabriella develops 2 linguistic codes simultaneously with a single set of concepts, learning both English and Spanish as she begins to process the world around her. Her teenage brother, on the other hand, might be a coordinate bilingual, working with 2 sets of concepts, learning English in school while continuing to speak Spanish at home and with friends. Finally, Gabriella's parents are likely to be subordinate bilinguals, who learn a secondary language by filtering it through their primary language. Because all types of bilingual people can become fully proficient in a language regardless of accent or pronunciation, the difference may not be apparent to a casual observer. But recent advances in brain imaging technology have given neurolinguists a glimpse into how specific aspects of language learning affect the bilingual brain. It's well known that the brain's left hemisphere is more dominant in analytical and logical processes, while the right hemisphere is more active in emotional and social ones. Though this is a matter of degree, not an absolute split. The fact that language involves both types of functions, while lateralization develops gradually with age, has led to the critical period hypothesis. According to this theory, children learn languages more easily because the plasticity of their developing brains lets them use both hemispheres in language acquisition. While in most adults, language is lateralized to one hemisphere, usually the left. If this is true, learning a language in childhood may give you a more holistic grasp of its social and emotional contexts. Conversely, recent research showed that people who learned a second language in adulthood exhibit less emotional bias and a more rational approach when confronting problems in the second language than in their native one. But regardless of when you acquire additional languages, being multilingual gives your brain some remarkable advantages. Some of these are even visible, such as higher density of the gray matter that contains most of your brain's neurons and synapses, and more activity in certain regions when engaging a second language. The heightened workout a bilingual brain receives throughout its life can also help delay the onset of diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia by as much as 5 years. The idea of major cognitive benefits to bilingualism may seem intuitive now, but it would have surprised earlier experts. Before the 1960s, bilingualism was considered a handicap that slowed a child's development by forcing them to spend too much energy distinguishing between languages, a view based largely on flawed studies. And while a more recent study did show that reaction times and errors increase for some bilingual students in cross-language tests, it also showed that the effort and attention needed to switch between languages triggered more activity in, and potentially strengthened, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain that plays a large role in executive function, problem solving, switching between tasks, and focusing while filtering out irrelevant information. So, while bilingualism may not necessarily make you smarter, it does make your brain more healthy, complex, and actively engaged. And even if you didn't have the good fortune of learning a second language as a child, it's never too late to do yourself a favor and make the linguistic leap from hello to hola, bonjour, or ni haos. Because when it comes to our brains, a little exercise can go a long way.
Okay. So that was quite interesting. And when I'm going to send you the various link, I'm gonna give you even other links to various similar videos. One is almost the same, but probably is made with an easier, much easier language. And another one is funny, so it's making a joke with it, but you would enjoy it. So I'm gonna send you other couple, 2 or 3 links of videos that are online, and you can watch them. Now I'm going back to my previous paper, and we go back to the part of dialogue. So here we have some expressions and phrases. Remember that phrases is not the translation of frase, because frase is sentence. When we talk about phrases, we talk about 1, 2 or more words without a definite grammar shape. So could be 2 noun, a noun and an adjective, an article and a noun. Anything there are more than 2 words, it's a phrase. Okay, so now let's get and trying to put the right phrase we're missing. Anna, dialogue 1, let's go.
Allora, how do you say hello in French? Bonjour.
Yeah, how do you say hello in French? Bonjour. Matka, dialogue 2.
I can hardly say a word in Spanish. I can hardly say a word. Say a word.
Yes, and the answer of the dialogue is, can
you say hello, goodbye, or thank you?
Yeah, I can hardly say a word in Spanish. Can you say hello, goodbye, or thank you? Okay, Elena, dialogue 3.
My English has come.
Read also the answer if you want to.
Yeah.
In the last year.
Yeah. What level are you at now? My English. Moment.
Moment.
Say goodbye. Can't say a word. My English has come.
Put it down. The
in the
face.
last year.
Okay.
È diventato in the last year. Non lo so. I don't know.
So what do you think A want to mean? My English has come in the last year, because the answer is, that's great. What level are you now?
Oh.
So what does she want to express?
Get by.
Get by.
Get by? No.
No.
It's not
No.
get by.
A long
Come,
way.
get by.
A long way.
Come a long way. That means to improve. To come a long way, ha fatto strada, ha fatto tanta strada. We say more or less the same, no? Because we say, my English has come a long way in the last year. That means my English has improved a lot. Okay, very good. Gian Maria, can you do dialogue 4?
My Italian is okay. I can in most everyday situation. That's cool. Can you teach me few common phrases?
Phrases, yes.
Phrases. My Italian is okay. I can.
In most occasions.
I can say a word in most.
No, actually, if we say in most every, I can, it's not I can't.
Allora, I can. Lo posso say a word in more situation.
I can
No,
say
in
a
most
word.
every day. No.
That's cool. What does it mean? I can say a word in most everyday situation. What does it want to express? It's like posso cavarmela. I can. What is the, in this case, the phrasal verb? Anna, you were saying what?
Get by.
Get by is get by. To get by means to
Cavarsela.
Yeah, cavarsela, can do it, can do something. So is my Italian is okay. I can get by in most everyday situation, che sarebbe come dire me la posso cavare nella maggior parte di situazioni quotidiane. Infatti la risposta, that's cool, grande. Can you teach me a few common phrases? Okay. Dialogue 5, Claudia, would you want to try it? You're muted, Claudia. You have to be unmuted. Yeah.
What's the opposite of organized?
Organized.
Organized.
Yes, very good.
Disorganized.
Yes, that's it. What's the opposite of organized? Disorganized. Okay, Anna.
What's
Saying.
aspetta. What's
difficult?
So young, difficult,
or complicated.
Another way of saying
yes. What's another way of saying hard, difficult, or complicated? Yes, Matka, dialogue 7.
Yes. How do you say move in? Pardon.
How do you say move in?
Okay. How do you say another way of?
No, how do you say move in? Another way of, it remains this of what?
Okay, a more polite way.
Yeah, a more polite way. Yeah,
yes,
good.
Yes.
How do you say move in more polite way? Pardon. So when you got somebody in front of you and say, oh, come on, move. You say, pardon.
Okay, okay, because I didn't understand the answer.
Yeah, because the answer is pardon. That is the word that you use when you want somebody is going off your way. Go off my way. That is not so polite. But it's sometimes when you are in a hurry on a bus and there's somebody that is stuck in front of the door and you say, oh, come on, get off. Or you say, move. No, it's not polite. You have to say, pardon. Imagine on the Zero Uno, to say pardon.
Pardon.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Elena, dialogue 8.
What do you call
Yeah.
one who is not polite, rude?
Rude. So if you instead of say pardon, you say move. You're very rude. You're not polite. In the English way, okay? Because words in English are so important.
And if you say sorry,
Sorry, you say usually sorry when you don't understand something, or if you want to apologize for something, you say sorry. You don't say sorry if you want to move. You say, excuse me.
excuse me.
That is different, because sorry, you want to apologize. Or sorry, I don't understand. Could you please repeat? But if you want just to take the attention of somebody, you have to say, excuse me, or better, excuse me, madam, excuse me, sir. Consider that usually English people, they never touch each other. So we say, oh, this way. It's not done in English. So you have to take the attention of somebody without screaming, without touching them. So, excuse me, madam, excuse me, sir. That's the polite way.
Okay.
If it's not enough, do whatever you feel. Okay. So, think of different ideas for each word in bold that we have just done, and then try to formulate, as I did for you, but now you do by yourself, new sentences to your partner, okay? And let's try even to respond. For example, let's see dialogue 1. Anna and Claudia, try to do this different. Instead of using French, changing with something different. So A is Anna and Claudia is B.
Allora, I don't understand.
You have just to change the word French.
French. Only the word French.
Using the same dialogue.
How do you say hello in Portuguese? Non lo so neanch'io.
In Italian instead of Portuguese, Italian. You are English, so you don't know Italian.
In Italian.
In Italian? And how do you reply, Claudia?
Ciao.
Ciao. You seem very good, Claudia, because you were ciao, so she could understand. So Metka and Elena, dialogue 2. Now, Metka, you substitute Spanish.
I can hardly, which was the other words? I can hardly say a word in Italian.
Okay.
Can you say ciao, arrivederci, grazie?
Yeah, that's fine. Now, Elena, you are A in dialogue 3 and Gian Maria is B. You changed the last year.
My English has come a long way in a long way in the last month.
The last month, yeah.
That's great. That
no, you can just
this first okay.
yeah,
What
yeah,
level are you? Up
Are you
now.
now? Okay, Gian Maria, now 4 with Anna. A.
My English is okay. I can. Sorry, can I see?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Get by
In most
every situations.
That's cool. Can you teach me a few common phrases?
Okay. Now, Claudia, number 5 to Anna. And Anna has to answer. Because the word is organized, she has to change with any other adjective. You thinking, Claudia?
Scusa. Aspettavo. What's the opposite of slim?
Slim.
Fat.
Okay, very good. And Elena, ask Metka A and change part. You're muted.
What's the un momento, what's no, I have the phrase.
Okay, you have it. Sorry.
I mean, what's the saying hard? A more polite way.
No, it's not with hard, it's not the politeness.
Another
It's the
way.
previous.
What's another way?
Yeah.
Of saying
Any word.
Challenging.
Difficult or complicated?
No, because she's asking something different.
Oh, sorry. I'm confused. Okay.
Okay. So what's another way
of saying challenging?
Challenging. Oh my God.
If you don't have the same word, use an expression.
Score, no.
Challenging.
Use a definition. How can you say challenging in other words?
I don't find.
At the beginning of the
experimenting. No.
Testing.
Tasting could be.
Interesting, but
Funny.
Difficult but interesting.
Difficult but interesting. Very good. Very good. Well done. Okay. And Elena asked, Gian Maria asked Elena.
How do you say get up in
Yes, in a more polite way. Yeah, how do you say get up in a more polite way?
Mamma mia.
Get up.
Use a more polite way, not just a word.
Get up. Stand up.
No, it's not stand up. It didn't say stand up. It said get up.
Get up. Get up is go away, no?
No. Get up is when you are in bed.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Stop
Or get up
sleeping
is, you
now.
can also say stand up, but even get up or stand up, they are not so polite. So try to use the polite form and ask in a polite way to somebody to get up, to stand up.
Okay. My dear.
My dear. Okay, you start from far. Okay.
Wake up.
Wake up. I think it's time that you wake up.
Good.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, my dear, I think it's time for you to go. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the very polite way. We have to practice a bit the polite way, especially in formal language when we are doing the exam or something like that. For example, if you don't understand our examiner and they say, can you repeat it? No. Excuse me, could you please repeat it? I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Could you please repeat it? So, you know, that's important. And Anna, ask now Gian Maria.
Allora, aspetta, another way of someone who is not, devo cambiarlo?
Who is?
Change. Who is not.
That's another way. What was the sentence here? What? Probably this, no? What the opposite?
No.
Another way?
Another way.
Of what? What another way of someone? No.
No.
It's not possible.
No, non era quello.
No.
Quindi cos'era? What?
Do you call?
Do you call? Okay.
What do you call someone who is
not?
Who is not?
Is not. Cosa posso dire?
Any adjective. So he has to give you the opposite.
Who is not intelligent.
Intelligent, yes. Someone who is not intelligent.
The opposite.
Yes. Not the opposite. I mean another way of saying someone that is not intelligent is
brilliant.
No.
È sinonimo.
Già. What's another way? What do you call someone who is not intelligent?
Stupid.
Idiot.
Stupid, idiot. So yes, there's so many. Stupid, idiot, tough, thick, hard. Poi là, guarda chi c'è là dietro. Una bella ragazza. Hi, darling. How are you?
Good.
Are you okay, Alice?
Yes.
Very good. Ok, allora, adesso prendete una di queste a caso, dite, prima dichiarate il numero e la chiedete, fate la domanda ad una dei vostri colleghi a scelta. So you say, for example, 1 to Elena, and you say, you ask it by reading. Elena, you start. You muted. Sorry. Ti ho disattivato io stavolta.
Number 8. What foreign words have you picked up when traveling abroad? and I have to choose.
Yes. Choose
who I
anybody.
Claudia, what
Claudia.
foreign words have you picked up when traveling abroad?
Very good. Hmm. You look perplexed, Claudia. And now she's frozen. Do you see us, Claudia?
Credo sia bloccata.
Si è bloccata. Si è
I asked
frizzata.
Gianmaria,
Andiamo con Gianmaria. Poi quando
what
Claudia
foreign words have you picked up when traveling abroad?
It's hard question. I pick up word when I traveling.
For example, greetings or how to order in a restaurant.
O Swahili.
Non vi vedo più, non vi sento.
Yes, but sei tornata, Claudia. Adesso ti risento. Bene, ti avevamo perduta.
Pole pole, for example.
Pole pole? Yes. Yeah.
Or namaste.
Sì, io non vi vedo invece, tutto nero.
Prova a uscire e rientrare, Claudia. Ecco. Ok, Gianmaria, take another one and ask to somebody else.
Okay, number one. What
Number one.
English slang do you know? Where did you learning it?
Who?
At Anna.
Anna. Bad words?
Slang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any slang in English.
Very good. Perfect. I don't know any slang. That's a perfect question. Very good. Okay, now pick another word and ask to somebody.
Do you think learning a foreign language should be mandatory at school? At what age should foreign languages learning start? I asked to come si chiama la ragazza slava?
Metka.
Metka, ecco.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to read it again, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think learning a foreign language should be mandatory at school? At what age should foreign language learning start? What does it mean mandatory, Paola?
Obbligatoria.
Compulsory. Yes.
Okay.
Compulsory.
Okay. Do you think
Mandatory.
yes, I think should be. It's important to start early when you're very small at school. What age? What age? I think 3 years, maybe. At school at 3 years. Yes, at the beginning. At the beginning.
I agree.
Just to make conversation, you don't need to, to have books. Yes, something for children books. Yes, I confirm. I confirm.
Okay, Matka, now pick another word, another question
Yes.
and ask.
Okay. The seventh. Have you ever felt embarrassed when speaking another language? Why? Now I need
You
a
ask-
name.
Yeah.
To that lady who speaks many languages.
Helena. Yes, lady, answer. That is interesting question. Put this back. Bye, Elena.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I don't. The question is, I'm
Number
sorry.
7.
I'm
You ever
sorry.
felt
You ever felt better when speaking another language? Why? Yes, I have. And when I speaking English, I'm ever embarrassed because it's the pronunciation, my fluency is very, very bad.
so you feel embarrassed for that?
For that.
Really? You shouldn't. Because once a teacher that is a friend of mine say that if you want to learn a language, you have to pass on your mistakes, your own mistakes. A friend of mine that is a very good teacher say that. So I was learning from her, and you should learn as well. Okay, now ask somebody else. If we can catch Claudia back, now she's back.
Claudia is back. Okay. What is more important for you, Claudia? Speaking confidently or speaking accurately?
Accurately. Confidently or accurately? Two different things.
Maybe speaking accurately for speaking with most person.
Actually, it's different, because if you are speaking confidently, it is the focus of languages, means that you are confident. Confidently means that you are confident and you feel okay when you speak. You're confident, but it doesn't mean that you're perfect and you're accurate. Okay, you can make a lot of mistakes, but you still are confident.
Okay.
You don't care, you speak, and that's important. If you are waiting to speak accurately, you will probably speak in 100 years. No, it's true, because before speaking accurately, you have to make mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. That's why it's important to feel confident, sentirsi sicuri di se stessi. But it doesn't mean to speak perfectly, okay? That's my opinion, but of course, anybody can have his own. Yeah. Claudia, choose another one and ask to somebody.
Non so se prima che quando mi sono scollegata l'avete già
Lo
fatta.
dico io, se l'abbiamo già fatta.
Aspetta.
Non abbiamo fatto 10, 3, 4, 6.
Ok, dai, 3.
3.
Are there any alphabets that seem completely alien to you? Do you ever want to learn one, Magda?
Wow.
Magda? Okay.
Okay. What do you mean by alphabets?
Alphabets, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Ah, I mean the real alphabet.
Yeah, well, letters, actually letters.
Oh, I don't think so. I know all the alphabet and the pronunciation too.
We're
I
talking
know.
about all the languages, so
Yes.
not just English.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Yes, yes, okay. So there are many.
Yes.
We mentioned
that's-
before Portuguese, Spanish. Yeah, Portuguese,
Yeah.
Spanish. These are languages that I would like to learn at work, of course.
At work.
I really
Yes,
need
for
it. Yeah.
work. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, now ask to somebody else.
My turn. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We
At
have
what
number
level?
10. Okay.
You have the 10. Okay, yes.
Yes.
At what level will you be satisfied with your fluency? To the man, Gian Maria.
Man. It's your turn, man.
Man.
Where are you,
Okay.
man?
I'm sorry, man.
Hi, man. Hi, man.
Hi, girl. Okay. Unfortunately, my level now is low. But I will be satisfied with my fluency.
At level? Which level?
B2.
B2, yeah, B2. Yeah, at least, I would say at least.
At least.
Okay, at least, yes. I think that's the last one, probably.
Last
no, because number 4,
one,
we've already started
4.
with that. I think we've done all of them. Yes. So let's get into, this is interesting because when learning language, it is important to understand grammatical terms for different types of words. Now, let's see this table below, completed with various parts of the speech. Okay, usually this is something that is given for homework, but I think we can do it together because it's not obvious that you know what is an adjective, an adverb, a conjunction, an interjection, a noun, a preposition, a pronoun, and a verb. But as we're talking about languages, I think it's important. So we have this very nice part where we have the part of the speech that you have to fill in, and we have the function and the example. So you read them and you see which is the part of the speech that you think. Anna.
Allora, action or state, go, come, be, drive, can, do. Is a verb.
Verb, yes, it's a verb. Verb. Okay, Matka, number 2.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about noun.
Yeah, so you can read the function and the example, and you say it's a noun. So
a noun is a person, a place, thing or idea.
For example.
Met. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
And met, England, car, love.
Very good. Gian Maria, number 3.
Describe a noun. English, small, some, exciting.
Yep. These are all
adjective.
These are all adjective. These are all adjective. Claudia, number 4.
adverb describe a verb often really away.
Yes,
Adverb.
very good. Describe a verb or adjective. Well, Belly, very often, really, away. They're all adverbs. Helena, number 5.
5. Replace a no.
Replaces a noun.
This is a pronoun.
Yeah. Pronoun.
I, you, they, he, her, they, ours.
Perfect. Yes. Anna.
Links a word to a noun. To, on, at, in, over. Preposition.
Preposition. Yes. Matka, number 7.
Join sentences or clauses. And, but, or, however, if, when. I don't have the.
You should know it.
Now I have to remember. I don't have all together.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't have the.
Yeah.
Can you
Nice, put it
repeat?
down.
Where are we? I'm losing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Joint sentences or clauses. And, but, or, however, if, when are all
Interjections.
No, they are conjunction because they
Conjunction.
put together. Conjunction means that they are putting together two different sentences or phrases. In fact, we have and, but.
Okay.
Who's called? Oh, Anna, full Anna. However, if, when.
Okay.
That is something, a word that is put in the two together. Elena, what is number 8?
So number 8, short exclamation, oh, well, high stop, that is interaction.
Interjection, yes, an interjection. I don't know in Italian, esclamazione?
Interazione.
Maybe. Interazione? I don't know Italian grammar, sorry. I mean, I knew when I was a baby, but now. Okay, Elena, what adjectives would you use to describe yourself? That is nice.
To describe myself, so I'm not passionate. Always in a hurry. I'm.
You're not using adjectives.
Generous.
Jealous. You're not.
No.
So which is the opposite?
I'm generous.
Generous. Yes. Yes. Okay.
I'm generous. I'm impatient.
Impatient.
No.
Impatient.
Impatient.
Yes. Impatient.
Impatient. I'm come si dice?
Are you anxious?
Testarda.
Stubborn. Stubborn. I write it to you. Let me see. Yeah. Where is the letters? Stubborn.
Stubborn and just a little aggressive.
A little aggressive. Okay. Gian Maria, what's another way of saying a boy?
What another way of saying a boy?
Instead of saying a boy, you can say Who knows? Everybody.
A guy.
A guy.
a
A
guy.
guy. A
Guy.
block.
Man. No.
Man.
A
A block. Yeah. So
A young
many.
man.
Yeah, a young man. A young man. And what part of speech is that word? It doesn't matter. I don't need any grammar at the moment. And Medka, what's the opposite of below?
Below. Below is something down, okay? Under.
Yes, it is. So the
Uh,
opposite is. Where am I? You got the light.
I surely know it, but upper, no. Upper,
Over, up,
over,
on, above.
Yeah. Above, yeah, yes. I know all of them, but I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
I'm emotional
And-
here.
That's interesting. Who knows? Just tell me. Number 4, what conjunction do you use when there is a choice between two things? Easy. You say, Elena, maybe?
Or.
Or, yes, or. And what do you call the two types of nouns? For example, cats and knowledge.
Cats is
It's not easy because it's not well expressed. So how many cats? We can say how many cats because we say 3 cats, 4 cats, and so on. But knowledge, we can't.
plural and no.
Claudia, you say?
Abstract, ha detto lei? No, penso sia giusto.
No. So many cats, we can say 3 cats, 4 cats. Can you say how many knowledge on how much? Okay, I tell it for you because probably it's not very clear how is made this question. Is countable and uncountable. Okay. Okay. And what's another way of saying that someone does something often? Instead of say often, you can say with this verb of frequency.
Many times.
And anytime is more similar to always. Anytime. Often it's maybe
Sometimes.
normally,
Sometimes.
usually.
Frequently.
Yeah, usually, frequently.
Usually.
Frequently, regularly, you know. So it's very important. And of course, they are adverb of frequency. So it's not so important to know the grammar, but it's important to know as many words as possible with the same meaning. So this is a very good exercise to practice, you know. Okay, my sweet people, time has arrived, even if it was very fast. I hope you enjoy, learn a bit, and I hope to see you in shape, fantastic shape like today, next time. Do you have any topic that you want to discuss? If so, suggest, otherwise, surprise. Surprise. Okay. I will try. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Bye, people. Have a nice weekend, starting from tomorrow.
You too. You too.
Thank you, Dina.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.